Next card. It's a weird looking card. What the heck is this?
Quito? Quito.
I didn't think this through. All right, let's continue.
Rack cat? A raccoon? What does that say? Loses all mobility when not in Japan. Rocket attacks target insanely loud noises.
All right, it's nice looking.
I'll order some more of these Begimon cards for my shipper. Hang on, you guys. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella and delicious.
Just a moment. Okay, I'll let you know exactly what's happening, what we're doing tonight. This is obviously not what was planned whatsoever. Man, do I hope that this solves the problem. How many do we have? 123 and climbing. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I'm going to let you guys hang out for a few minutes. We'll talk for a few minutes, and then I'll show you what's going on. And then we're going to attempt to do this live together. I have no idea how well this is going to go. This could be horrible and not work at all. This could go very smoothly. I've never done anything like this before. So we'll have to see. I wish that I could see timestamps for your chat. I don't think there's any settings that I can do for the chat. I'm trying to see here if there's any settings I can do with the chat at all. Man. Now I see microphone. This is something to do with like camera adjustments. I don't care about that. Stickers, green screen, retouch, highlights, and lighting. Don't care about any of that. Flip so you can see the other camera, which we're going to use later. You can hide the live video temporarily if you want to. That's interesting. There's a button for that. I see no settings whatsoever for the chat. Zero. Maybe if I hit this. Chat filter. Aha. I want to see all messages. There we go. I don't want any filters. Okay. Subscriber only mode. There we go. So I fixed that to subscriber only mode. We already have all that. Okay, that's in place. Cool. Must be a tiny phone. No, it's the decent sized Galaxy, whatever the hell it's called. I don't know what this thing is called. I really don't know. It's like 3 years old. I think I'm coming up on the time I can upgrade it. Looking Chinese, it's because I'm trying to read the text. Hold on. If you don't want me to look Chinese, I need to wear this. Now I can read. Okay, right now, this distance I'm from is perfect. I can now read all of the text without squinting, but I need my glasses. The problem is the text is too small, and there's no way to increase the size of the text. So the text is just like tiny, and I need to have my glasses to read it. Yeah, I'm live. I have no way to post up because the other PC is no longer plugged in. So the capture device isn't running through to the other PC. So I can't see that on screen. And I can't do it on the phone because I'm on the stream. So I can't actually post up that I'm live. So I hope people find the stream. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to play Final Fantasy tonight. I just took a look. So what are we doing tonight? Allow me to explain what we're doing tonight. This is the camera, right? I'm looking at it right now. So tonight I am taking this new power supply, Corsair RM850X ATX modular power supply, okay? And we're installing this into my capture streaming PC. The problem is we need to disassemble the old one first, take it out, and we have to note what cables go where on the motherboard. And I was looking, and there's
You need Olay Super Serum Body Lotion. 5+ ingredients in one to slow visible signs of aging. It smells amazing, by the way.
a lot. I would argue more than 10 cables, and they're all in different places, and they all look completely different. And this is a modular power supply, meaning you need to know which cables to plug in. And I don't know. So we're going to open this and try to figure it out. This is going to be work. This is going to be probably a 2 to 3 hour stream of work and trying to figure this shit out together, and probably me failing. To be honest with you, I've never done this before with a modern PC. I used to do this all the time with PCs 20 plus years ago. That was a long time ago. Things are completely different now. So I'm sure this is not going to be easy to do. I took pictures of the motherboard with all the cords plugged in right now. I took like 10 pictures of different areas. So hopefully that's enough for me to figure it out. It's going to be a pain. It's not going to be easy. Okay. Hopefully everything lasts. I don't know how long the phone battery lasts. I don't know how long the microphone battery will last. I do have a backup mic if I need it. So we're going to find out all this live together for the first time tonight. First time I'm ever doing something like this. Okay. I cannot stream on Kick while I do this. You can't co-stream from a phone to different places. So I can't stream on Kick at all. It sucks. I can only stream on YouTube. So anyone who's on Kick can't watch me. But I would appreciate it tonight if you guys like the content, if you could contribute in some way. All I can see are super chats. That's it. I can't see anything else. I can't see tips. I can see memberships and super chats. That's it. I can't see anything else. All right. When I get back, hopefully the PC will work again. When we get back on there, then I'll be able to see everything. Thank you already. Got a super chat here from Martin. 1 to 10, how am I feeling about this? 6. 6 out of 10. Are you ready? Let's start the stream completely felting the detractors. You ready? Felting them, using the retarded terminology. You ready? So, you ready? As you can see, yes, you can see this in all the shots, the wire there. That's where my old smoke alarm used to be. My old smoke alarm, I haven't had there in many, many years because that doesn't work anymore. That wire is supposed to be a backup wire. For some reason, it stopped working. So I have a smoke alarm. It's just not there. It's over here. Ready? Actually, I could just do this. It's right there. And it's been there forever. Okay, just that you don't see it because it's on the other side above my, the fan there. The reason I put it there is because it's above the PC. That way, if the PC lights on fire or whatever, and that's, by the way, there's my rabbit, Bunny, who I used to have when I was a kid. I have a little ornament of him on my wall there to remind me of it. There you go. So, to all the idiots out there who try to say, he doesn't have a smoke detector or whatever. I always just had one in here. Just it's not on camera. No one cares. But this is the insane minutia that my detractors actually go after to try to say awful things. That just is complete nonsense. Sell me a waffle. 7 months says you have your anti-static wrist strip. No, I don't have anti-static wrist strip. Anti-static wrist straps. I don't have that. So I'm just going to shock everything and destroy all electronics in my office. There you go. No, I know you do not use the existing PSU cables. You have to use the ones that come in the box with the new PSU. I'm aware of that. They're different too. Like this is a modular and it's a much better unit. The one I have in there is a piece of garbage. It really is. This one actually has really high ratings. I wanted 1,000, but the 1,000 couldn't come today. The 1,000 would have had to wait till tomorrow and then I wouldn't be able to stream. For those who don't know, the PC wouldn't even turn on. It was basically turning on and then having power errors and half the components wouldn't power up. And it happened earlier today. Then I had it unplugged for like 10 minutes, plugged it back in, it worked. So we did the stream. Then when I went to upload, the PC turned itself off again, which is obviously a horrendous sign. And it wouldn't turn on again. It was doing the same issue as before. I had it unplugged during dinner. When I came back after the dinner break, it turned on again. And I'm like, well, it's going to keep doing this. It's going to keep crashing. It's got to be the PSU. So we're going to replace the PSU and the cables tonight with this new one. Hopefully it goes well. All right. I don't know how it's going to go. Hopefully this is, like I said, this one had great ratings on Amazon. A lot of people were saying this is the one that they order when theirs dies. So it's Corsair. I know. So the Dark Souls 2 stream ended up being only 90 minutes of Dark Souls, and now we can't play Final Fantasy tonight. So FYI, what we're going to do is we're going to just play it tomorrow, and we're probably going to play it again on Wednesday. Because I want to play my Final Fantasy this week. This is bullshit that we can't do it tonight. But let's get this done, right? So we're going to get started momentarily. Thank you guys for the early support. Thank you, Ava Cowboy fan, for $2. No, I'm not going to wear a cowboy hat doing this. I'm just going to do it and get it done. And hopefully we can do it correctly. I don't know. This is going to suck because I guarantee you I'm going to F it up. I'm not going to hook up all the wires and it's going to have a problem. I know. No, that PSU is garbage. I've looked it up. I looked up that specific PSU online. All people complain about it. They all say that thing's a piece of junk. It turns off for no reason. It's underpowered. It's a piece of shit. They all say that particular model PSU I have in the pre-built, everyone just craps all over it online, says it's trash, never buy it, never use it. So the PC, oh man, this is going to be a nightmare. It really is. This is going to suck. This is not a modular PSU. This is a piece of shit PSU that's in here. I wish it were modular because that would make it easy, but it's not a modular PSU. So this is going to stink. It is really going to stink. So let me think here. Hold on one second. I got this USB cord I got to get out of the way. I'm just going to put it next to me like there. I hope I remember to plug that back in later because I think that's one of my webcams. So what I need to do is rotate this guy and I have to take the other side off because that's where all the wires are run from the old PSU. So I have to take off this side here. Okay. So unplug this there. So that side has to come off. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Okay. So wires are coming out, going in there. I don't know what these wires are. You know what I mean? I'm not a techie guy. Some of the wires are coming over there. I don't even know where those go. Where, hold on. Look at this. There's more here. Where is that going? Look, they're going over here. I don't know what that is. Where does that go? That's hidden. I can't even see where that plugs in. That's not good. How am I going to get to that? Sitting there sticking like, what the hell is all this? I don't know what any of that is, you know. It's a terrible mess. Maybe first thing I should do is maybe undo these ties, like these, the big ones, and then try to make heads or tails of what each thing is because I can't tell. You know? Because it's not, Dorito Burrito says, how would you break it unplugging 3 cables? Because it looks like it's about 15 to 16 cables I have to unplug. That's why. I don't even know how to reach the fans to plug them in. Like, I have no clue how to reach the fans with these cables. I actually think, here's what I think. See these white cables? I think these are the fan cables, and they go down here, and they plug in right here. And that's the cable perhaps coming out of the power supply. Maybe, I don't know. I have to basically untangle this entire thing. This sucks. This is like ridiculously complex. You can't do that, Ben Hur. He says, use the same cables. It's a modular PSU. They don't even sell this old shit anymore. The modular one has all new cables, so you can't even do that. It's starting fresh. You have to unplug everything and then replug modularly in each thing. So, yeah. Can't do that. The fans get plugged into the motherboard, not directly into the PSU. That's good news. What is this? These cables here. See these black ones? What the hell are those? Because those, I don't even think those plug in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even plug in the case. They're like in the front here, in this front compartment here, and I don't even know how to open this part. Because I think that's USB ports and shit, but I don't know how to open that to see where those cables are plugged in. I don't know how to do that at all. Front IO, how do I, oh my God. All right, so here's what we're gonna do, okay? Let me get the new one. Oh my God, this is going to be terrible. This is going to be an ordeal and a half. The front IO parts don't go to the PSU either. They don't. Then why are the cables here? And why do the cables appear to go, why do the cables appear to go all the way down to the PSU if they're not part of it? They look like they do. I need confidence. All right, anyway, let's open this. Let me open my new power supply, okay? All right. All right, so before we do anything with the wiring or whatever here, we got to unplug everything, right? So I guess first things first, do I just start unplugging from the other side? Like, do I rotate this guy around and just start unplugging the wires? I guess. See, now see what I was saying? Those black wires coming from there go over here. I can't even see where those plug in. See that? Look, they go over here. I can't reach that. I don't even know how to access the front of my PC. It came with no instructions. I don't know how I would get in here. So I don't know what to do. How am I going to replace that cord with from the new PSU when I can't access that because it's hidden over here and I don't know how to get in? You know, I don't know how to disassemble this front. I don't want to disassemble this front because I'll break it. See, it's water cooled and everything. I don't want to fuck with that. You don't need to, people are saying. I won't need to touch that. You don't need to. Thank you, Jeremy, for the super chat. Do not unplug the water. Do not unplug everything. So what am I unplugging is the question. Am I just unplugging, like for example, all right, do I leave all the white ones plugged in, but not this white one here plugs into the motherboard right here. Let me show you. Okay. This white cable plugs right into the motherboard right there. See that? Then there's a bunch of cables here, all plugged into the motherboard. All right here, there's one right there, one right there, one right there, one right there. So there's 4 there. There's 1 there that I can see that are plugged into the motherboard. Okay. Obviously, I don't know if I unplug those or not. I don't know if I'm only unplugging the black cables. Am I unplugging the white cables? What are the white cables? I don't know what those are. You know? And then obviously, yes, I'm unplugging the one from the graphics card. We all know that one's going to get unplugged. Okay, right there. But then over here, down here, there's cables right here. I don't know if I'm unplugging those. I think I am. And then there's cables that they put behind. And those are going down under here. And then there's cables here. I don't even know if they're plugged in or not because they're behind the motherboard. I can't see them. Those are front panel cables. Don't unplug those. Okay, this is why I'm trying to get help. Okay? Only the ones from the PSU. How do I know what's from the PSU? How do I know? Disconnect PSU cables because they cannot be shared. I know that, Jeremy, but I don't know what cables are from the PSU. Here. Just need to unplug the motherboard, big cable, and the CPU connector on the top left. The top left. So when you say motherboard, you mean this giant cable right here. This ginormous one, correct? Now, when you say CPU, what the hell are you talking about? I don't see. The only cable I see, these white cables are going into what appears to be this thing. I don't know what this one goes to or what that is. I don't see another cable over here plugging. This is the CPU. I don't see anything plugging into it. Filled to the coffers so far, $57.47 of super chats. No memberships yet tonight. And we're at 92 likes. I can actually see the stats on a live stream on the phone. They actually show it. All right, so I guess now, this is loose now, yep. So now I guess I try to take it out of the side and we see what happens here. So, oh man, look at this. How on earth, what do I do with this? This is a big problem, right? So there's number one. Here's number two. Let's get both of these out of position. Okay. Those are completely loose, right? Now, this is a big knot. And they zip tied it. They zip tied that knot together inside. See that? So I can't pull this out because it's all zip tied together. I have to cut that zip tie. By the way, where the hell are the GPU cables? Why don't I feel them anywhere? Do they actually pop up? Did they already come out? Hold on a second here. They're loose, see? They're stuck. Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is. Let me get this out. Okay, I gotta get this out. Oh, these are like chunky. I gotta rotate them. Oh man, how did these come out? Oh, they zip tied those together, and that's why I can't get it out, because now it's like one solid unit. There, okay, I got it out. I got it out. Good. Okay. Okay, that's good. Because I was near. Oh, now it all came out. There we go. All right. There you have it. Now, so what's left? Because there's a couple loosies here. See this loose cable here? There's one. This is all intact. That's fine. Nothing harmed there. What am I looking at here? There is one loose cable attached. See that? What the hell is this? There is one cable connected. One little black cable. I don't have a clue what that is. Plug in the cables. All right, so this is motherboard or CPU. That's in. This is graphics card. Okay. And this is the big boy. This is the motherboard, excuse me. The other one's CPU. This is motherboard. Okay. It's not really fitting in all the way. Uh-oh. Why is it not going in all the way? That's not good. This last cable is not going in all the way. What do you mean, fill, please? What are you talking about? It didn't go in all the way, yeah. Read the labels. I am. I'm plugging in the right one. Look, that's the right place, motherboard. But it wouldn't go in all the way snug. The other ones did, but this one didn't. Am I good?